Welcome to my YouTube video, and this term-long project. It is based on the role of computer architecture in gaming. I am the sole author of this video and this term-long project. My name is Maharaj and I am glad that you are watching this video. I ask you to watch this video till end to get better understanding. So, let's get started. The world of gaming is an ever-evolving landscape, where gamers strive for the best possible experience. Computer architecture plays a critical role in determining the overall performance of a system. And this is particularly true in gaming, where performance is key. But how does computer architecture affect gaming performance? And which hardware components and design factors impact the ability to deliver an optimal gaming experience? These are the questions that our term project seeks to answer. Our project consists of two experiments. The first experiment compares the effects of the processor and graphics card on gaming performance. We'll be running benchmarking software to test experiment. The second experiment examines how computer architecture impacts gaming performance beyond these two components. We'll be looking at the CPU, graphics card, RAM, and motherboard to see how they contribute to optimal gaming performance. And we'll investigate the design factors and optimization techniques used to enhance the performance of various gaming elements in relation to computer architecture. This will involve detailed examination of latest developments in computer architecture for gaming, including application of artificial intelligence and machine learning to improve gaming performance. Finally, we'll identify the main challenges and limitations involved in developing computer architectures for gaming, such as cost, power consumption, and compatibility issues. Through this project, we hope to gain better understanding of how computer architecture affects gaming performance and how we can design better gaming systems to deliver the optimal gaming experience. Hello and welcome to our experiment where we compare the impact of processor and graphics card on gaming performance. We all know that gaming requires a computer with high-performance components, but which components have the most significant impact on the gaming experience? To answer this question, we have selected two gaming computers with different architectures. We have a computer with an Intel Core i7-11th Gen CPU and an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3070 graphics card. And a mid-range computer with an AMD Ryzen 5 3550H CPU and NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650 graphics card. We will be using the benchmarking software Geekbench and the video game Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Here we will measure frame rate, graphics quality, and load time of both computers during gameplay. We will run the benchmarking software on both computers while playing the same game multiple times to ensure accurate results. And here are the results. As you can see, there is a significant difference in performance between two computers. The Intel Core i7 CPU performs considerably better in terms of FPS, clock speeds, and VRAM than the Ryzen 5 CPU. It also displays a lower frame time, indicating faster rendering of frames. So why did the Intel Core i7-11700K CPU outperform the AMD Ryzen 5 3550H CPU? Well, there are several reasons for this. Firstly, the Intel Core i7-11700K CPU has a higher base and boost clock speed, allowing it to execute more instructions per second. Secondly, it has a higher IPC, allowing it to execute more instructions per clock cycle. Thirdly, it has a larger cache, allowing it to store more frequently used data closer to the CPU for faster access. And finally, it can be overclocked to achieve even higher clock speeds, further improving its performance. So what does this experiment tell us about the impact of processor and graphics card on gaming performance? Well, it tells us that a high-end processor and graphics card can significantly impact gaming performance. However, when selecting a CPU for gaming purposes, it is also important to consider factors such as pricing, power usage, and individual preferences. In our second experiment, we will discuss the impact of computer architecture on gaming performance. We will investigate the role of CPU, GPU, memory, and storage and analyze how they impact gaming performance. Additionally, we will delve into benefits, drawbacks, and best practices for overclocking. Our objectives for this project are to: firstly, to analyze the role of CPU, GPU, memory, and storage in gaming performance. Secondly, to investigate the impact of different CPU architectures on gaming performance. Thirdly, to compare the performance of different GPU architectures, example NVIDIA, AMD, in gaming. And lastly, to identify the impact of memory and storage configurations on gaming performance. To conduct this study, we have utilized both primary and secondary data sources. Our primary data source includes interview with gaming experts, hardware manufacturers, and gamers. Our secondary data sources include academic journals, industry reports, and online resources. Literature review. Overclocking is the process of running a computer component at a higher clock rate than it was designed for, typically in order to increase its performance. While overclocking can provide significant performance improvements for gaming and other high-performance computing, it can have negative effects such as increased heat and reduced component lifespan. Benefits of overclocking are: the main benefit of overclocking is increased performance. Studies have shown that overclocking a CPU can provide a performance increase of up to 20%. The main drawback of overclocking is increased heat. Drawbacks of overclocking: the main drawback is increased heat. Overclocking causes components to run at higher temperatures, which can cause instability and reduce component lifespan. In addition, overclocking can void warranties and may cause damage to components. Best practices for overclocking. To minimize the negative effects of overclocking, it is important to follow best practices. These include using high-quality components, ensuring proper cooling, and gradually increasing clock speeds to test for stability. In addition, it is important to monitor temperatures and voltages to avoid overheating and damage to components. We had the privilege of interviewing John Thomas, a senior game designer at Firefly Games, and gaming enthusiasts to gain insight into the impact of computer architecture on gaming performance. John explained that to achieve good gaming performance, computer must have a strong processor, graphics card, memory, storage, and cooling system, and also a good computer architecture. He also discussed the latest trends in computer architecture impacting gaming, including multi-core processors, high-speed memory, advanced graphics card architecture, effective cooling systems. Now that we have discussed both experiments, let's look towards the future of gaming and computer architecture. The future of gaming is promising. As technology continues to advance, we expect to see powerful processors and graphics cards, which will enable faster processing speeds and more realistic graphics. One of the most exciting developments in computer architecture for gaming is the emergence of ray tracing technology, which allows for more realistic lighting and shadows in games. This technology is already being used in high-end graphics cards like NVIDIA's RTX series, and we can expect to see it become more widespread in the future. Another trend we can expect to see is the rise of cloud gaming, where games are streamed to a device rather than being run locally. This will require powerful servers and high-speed internet connections, but it has the potential to greatly increase accessibility to games and reduce the need for expensive hardware. In terms of hardware, we can expect to see continued advancements in multi-core processors, high-speed memory, and advanced cooling systems. Overall, the future of gaming with computer architecture looks very exciting. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it.